Welcome to the John Casadia Pool at Vineland High School North. Tonight we have the Vineland's boys swim team hosting the Buena co-ed Chiefs swim team. For the first event tonight, we had some technical difficulties. Tonight's second event is the 200-meter freestyle, which is 8 lengths of the pool. Swimming for Vineland right now in lane 3 is Kyle Slutzerich, in lane 5, Josh Powell, and in lane 1 is Jason Wheeler. Our first event tonight was the 200 medley relay. Coming in first place for Vineland was backstroker Brody Powers, breaststroker Dan Marigi, butterflyer Gabe Menz, and freestyler Mark Bennett. Brody Powers, the first leg of the relay, did backstroke, had a great swim, was about a half a body length behind when he touched to Dan Marigi, the breaststroker, who caught up to the Buena swimmer and touched just about the same time. Gabe Menz dove in for Vineland, and when he was finished his butterfly leg, he was about a body length ahead. And then Mark Bennett finished strong, giving Vineland the first place finish in the medley relay. And then third place was the B relay in lane 5, which is Cassius Garcia, Jared Russo, Yorgos Panagitopoulos, and Andreas Panagitopoulos. And again, right now is the 200 individual freestyle. Vineland's Kyle Slutzerich having a great swim, currently in first place, followed by Vineland's Josh Powell in second place. And then in lane 1, Jason Wheeler in fourth place. As Slutzerich turns for his last 50 of the race. And right behind him is teammate Josh Powell. So it looks like Slutzerich is going to finish strong with first place for the Fighting Clan, along with Josh Powell for second place. And it looks like the race tonight's going to be for third place between Buena swimmer in lane 4 and Vineland's Jason Wheeler in lane 1. Great finish by Wheeler with a time of 2:33.61 for fourth place. So again, in the first relay, Vineland got first and third place. And now in the 200 freestyle, they've placed first, second, and fourth. Great start of the meet for the Fighting Clan. Our next event is the 200 IM. For Vineland in lane 3 is Mark Bennett, in lane 5 Brody Powers, and in lane 1 Cassius Garcia. The first 50 is butterfly, followed by backstroke, breaststroke, and the final 50 is freestyle. So as you can tell tonight, we just have our Vineland boys swimming. That is because Buena's team is co-ed, which means they don't have enough swimmers to make a female and male team. So the girls swim against other schools' boys' teams. And because it is just one meet, as I mentioned the last time we recorded the meet, there's less rest time in between for the boys. So they have to get out from one event and hop right back in, which is good for training purposes for the end of the season. So I'm excited to see what they can do tonight. So it looks like our race tonight for the 200 IM is between Mark Bennett and Brody Powers, as Bennett is about a half a body length ahead of Powers in the breaststroke leg. And then right now, third place. Looks like, again, it's a race for third place. We have two Buena swimmers and Vineland's Cassius Garcia in lane 1 fighting for third place. As Mark Bennett turns into the final 50, the freestyle leg of the IM. So great strong finish by Bennett. Right behind him is Brody Powers clipping into his last 25. And then we have Garcia really starting to pick it up in lane 1, the freestyle. All of his teammates are right there cheering him on. So another 1-2-4 finish for Vineland. First place was Mark Bennett. Second place was Brody Powers. And then a great fourth place finish for Cassius Garcia. Vineland is really dominating this meet tonight. Our next event is the 50 freestyle. For Vineland in lane 3 is Dan Marigi. In lane 5, Jared Russo. And in lane 1, Gabe Fonseca. The 50 freestyle is 2 lengths of the pool. And just finishing up the IM here is the chief swimmer in lane 6. Great finish for her as well. For me, when I swam, the IM was always the hardest event. So I always give IMers a lot of credit. So again, this is the 50 freestyle, 2 lengths of the pool. It's an all-out sprint. For Vineland in lane 3 is Dan Marigi. In lane 5, Jared Russo. And in lane 1, Gabe Fonseca. Great turn by Marigi. He had a really fast underwater kick. He's about a half a body length, 3/4 body length ahead as he finishes into the wall for a first place time of 28:03. Buena in second. And Vineland's Gabe Fonseca in third. And great finish by Jared Russo in lane 5. So we're going to take a short break while the swimmers hop back in and warm up, and we'll be back with the 100 butterfly. Welcome back to the John Casadia pool here at Vineland High School North. Tonight's meet is the Vineland Fighting Clan against the Buena Chiefs, Vineland Boys, Buena's co-ed team. Right now we have the 100 butterfly. For Vineland in lane 3 is Gabe Menz. In lane 5, RJ Franceschini. And in lane 1, Andreas Panagiotopoulos. Great start for Gabe Menz. as he goes into the wall after his first 50. He's about 2 body lengths ahead for the lead. And Franceschini in third, and Panagiotakis right there in fourth. So Gabe Benz finishes in first place with a time of 1:08.84 as Franceschini is really coming in fast for a third place finish, 1:17.82. And Andreas Panagiotakis touches in 1:27.30. Our next event is the 100 freestyle. For Vineland in lane 3 is Mark Bennett. In lane 5, Yorgos Panagiotakis. And in lane 1, Jared Russo. This is another sprint freestyle event, 4 lanes of the pool. Great start for Bennett. He was the first one off the block. Looks like the Chiefs have a sprinter tonight in the 100, which will give Bennett a good race. After the first 50, it looks like Bennett is about a half a body length, maybe inches ahead. This last turn here will be very important for Bennett to get a good underwater kick off the wall, which he does. Looks like Bennett, great last 25, great finish by Bennett with a time of 57.86. Right behind him, the Chief swimmer with a time of 58.83. And then touching in fourth place in lane 5 is Yorgos Panagiotakis, and great finish in lane 1 by Jared Russo. So far, that was the race of the night. Awesome finish. Last 25 for the Fighting Clan's Mark Bennett. When they went into that last turn, I mean, they were neck and neck, and he really pushed off the wall, had a great underwater kick, and came up strong and finished just as strong. So great job there from Vineland's Mark Bennett. Our next event is the 400 freestyle. This is 16 laps. And for Vineland in lane 3 is Kyle Sutzerich. In lane 5, Jason Wheeler. And in lane 1, RJ Franceschini. As you can see, each swimmer gets their own lap counter. We have a good start, good first 50 for the Vineland boys. A strong first 100 for Kyle Sutzerich. splitting about a 107, so he's on track for a good time. And Jason Wheeler and RJ Franceschini also had a great first 100. And our boys swim team are under the management of 2 new coaches this year. Head coach is VHS alumni, Rich Delval, and the assistant coach, Leanne Seacrest. And on the girls' side, Michael Schneider is still head coach, and Megan Carlin is still the assistant coach. The boys and girls swim team will both go against Kingsway Regional High School Monday, January 22nd, here at Vineland High School at 6 p.m. Both should be really exciting meets to watch. And we'll also be broadcasting that meet. A record in this event is held by Dominic Murgy. Time of 4:17.69. That's for the 400 freestyle. Before it was the 400 freestyle. A few years back, they used to have to swim the 500, which would be 20 laps. And that was previously held by Bobby Daplin, who still holds that record on the yard side. On the girls' side in this event, the record's held by Anne-Marie Roberti. It was in 2011. So the horn indicates that Sutzerick is turning into his last 50 of the event. Looks consistently strong throughout the entire race, but as you can see, his kick's getting stronger, and he's moving his arms faster, so his stroke rate is up. As he finishes up a great 400 swim, place first with a time of 4:50.03. Nice swim for Kyle Sutzerick. As teammate RJ French are also finishing up. Both very strong. Looks like Franceschini will finish in second with a time of 5:22.89. And then third place, in lane 5, Jason Wheeler with a time of 5:25.43. So nice swims across the board for Sutzerick, Wheeler, and Franceschini. And as you can see, out of good sportsmanship, the boys are waiting in the pool for all the swimmers to complete the race. and our chief swimmer is turning into her last 50 of her 400 race. She also is picking up her kick and her stroke rate. As all her teammates cheer her on. I know as a distance swimmer myself, it really makes a difference when you have people cheering for you, your coaches, rooting for you from the side. It helps at the end of such a long race to pick up your kick and your stroke rate, because it's definitely not easy. So awesome finish here for the Buena swimmer in lane 4. Nice job, nice swim, nice finish. Our next event tonight is the 200 freestyle relay. So diving in now for Vineland, it's Kyle Sutzrick, who just finished the 400 freestyle, came in first place. Diving in for Vineland in lane 5 is Gabe Menz. And then diving in for Vineland in lane 1 is Dan Uhari. Looks like the race for the 200 free relay is going to be for second place between Buena and the Vineland swimmers in lane 5, which right now they have about a full body length lead for second place. Diving in lane 3 for Vineland, anchor RJ. Wow. Finishing for Vineland, Andreas. Island goes 1-2 in the 200. And in lane 1, Russell Garrison is finishing strong for Vineland. So great event for the Fighting Clan, going 1-2. As the Chiefs finish strong in lane 6. So nice job there across the board. Our next event is the 100 backstroke. Dan Uhari. So again, in lane 3 is Brody Powers. In lane 5 is Dan Uhari. And in lane 1, Andreas Panagiotopoulos. This is 4 lengths of the pool, all backstroke. And the Buena swimmer, after the first 25, has about a 2 body length lead. And in second place is Brody Powers for Vineland in lane 3. So the Chiefs will win their first individual event tonight in the 100 backstroke. Powers will finish in second place. Buena in third. Looks like Andreas Panagiotopoulos fourth, and the fight here is for fifth. Looks like Buena gets it there, but really, really great finish by Dan Uhari. Like he got pinned in there kind of last minute, so I give him a lot of credit for diving in and doing the 100 backstroke, especially with that strong finish. So our next event is the last individual event of the evening. In lane 3 is Dan Marigi. In lane 5, Josh Powell. And in lane 1, Yorgos Panagiotopoulos. And this is 4 lengths of the pool, all breaststroke. So again, we have Dan Marigi in lane 3, Josh Powell in lane 5, and Yorgos Panagiotopoulos in lane 1. So great first 25 and great turn as and Vineland's Josh Powell, after the first half of the race, is in second. And right there with him is Buena swimmer in lane 4, and Vineland's Yorgos Panagiotopoulos in lane 1. So the race tonight's going to be first, second, and third. Such an important turn here. And see who can finish strong, as Dan Marigi will finish in first. Great finish by Josh Powell for second, and then fourth place, Yorgos Panagiotopoulos. So Vineland again goes 1, 2, 4. In all individual events, first through fifth place gets points, and in relays, first, second, and third gets points. Our last event of the evening is the 400 freestyle relay. For Vineland in lane 3 is Mark Bennett, RJ Franceschini, Kyle Sutzerek, and Dan Marigi. In lane 5, Gabe Menz, Cassius Garcia, Yorgos Panagiotopoulos, and Josh Powell. And then in lane 1, Gabe Fonseca, Brock Bridges, Dan Uhari, and Russell Garrison. Each swimmer swims a 100, which is 4 lengths of the pool. So again, right now swimming for Vineland in lane 3, which is in the middle of your pool, is Mark Bennett. In lane 5 is Gabe Menz, and in lane 1 is Gabe Fonseca. As Bennett takes an early lead for Vineland in lane 3. And Gabe Menz is only about a half a body length behind for second place. So diving in for Vineland now in lane 3 is RJ Franceschini, and diving in for Vineland in lane 5 is Cassius Garcia. Great start by Garcia in lane 5. So Franceschini will flip with a solid lead right now in lane 3, as Garcia and Buena are fighting for second place. Looks like Garcia has gained about a full body length lead now, turning into the last 25 of his 100. And as a former swimmer, this event, at this point of the meet, you're just so tired from swimming, especially having it just a boys' meet. They didn't have the girls swimming in between them, so I know the boys are tired tonight. But it's always exciting for this last event when there's a good race, which we have right now for second place. But right now for Vineland in lane 3 with the lead is Kyle Sutzerek. And fighting to hold second place in lane 5 is Yorgos Panagiotopoulos. And then in lane 1, diving in, we have Dan Uhari. Finishing up there in lane 1 was Brock Bridges. So the final leg tonight in lane 3 is Dan Marigi. As the Chiefs will dive in their final leg in second. And Panagiotopoulos finishes, and diving in for Vineland in lane 5 is Josh Powell. So Marigi turns into his last 25 as he finishes for first place for Vineland. As Buena will swim in for second place. And Vineland's Josh Powell in lane 5 in third. And then finishing Up the final leg in lane 1 is Russell Garrison. Great last turn for Russell Garrison as he finishes up the last 25. Nice finish by Garrison in lane 1. It looks like the boys swim team finished on top tonight against the Buena co-ed swim team. We'll wait for the official score. Great job tonight by Coach Rich Delval and Leanne Seacrest and the entire Vineland High School boys swim team. As I mentioned before, their next meet will be on Monday, January 22nd, 6 p.m. at the John Casadia Pool here at Vineland High School North. It's expected to be a very, very good meet. Talking to Coach Mike Schneider today, he told me that Kingsway Regional High School has a lot of talent this year. All right, so great meet tonight, Vineland High School boys. Congratulations on your victory over Buena's co-ed swim team. Thank you. Have a great night.